Okay, so our video today is going to be a little bit different. I want to take you on a tour from the top of our land in the river, which is this area, to the bottom, and just talk to you about our water harvesting structures and plans. So I just posted a video now like an hour ago of yesterday. I just uploaded slowly about what our plans are, asking you to vote for either a tyre structure or a beaver analog. Let me zoom in on that quickly. So that is some brushes that was with the rain or the storm, and so somebody said just place a one rock dam structure. Now the water here ran half a meter high. It's crazy high and crazy fast when the river does come down. It is an incredible sight. So one rock structures cannot work. However, it seems like everybody's voting for beaver analog dams. So if we do it, we would place like 10 meters here and then put an area around there for the horses to pass, because riding in the bush is actually quite a bit of fun. Now that thing on top that I showed you is a blinkblaar waggebekkie. It's a tree that seems to grow in the river, but they're not a fun tree. They're very thorny. But it seems like that one does grow well in the river. So here you can see how the debris washed up on this structure here. These tires washed away, but two things: they were not filled at all, and they were not tied together, so they were all washing away. This is just a branch that stopped next to the tires, and let me just, you can see all the debris there. Continue. It's amazing how green it turned, eh? This is truly incredible. So in the beginning I thought, I'm just going to plant the whole riverbed with things and fill all of it with sticks, but it's actually very nice for the horses to ride in. It's a very nice horse path as well. So we have a little track around the plot and it comes through the river base. So I want to do structures and then do the river. So this is one structure here. This is one of the reasons why a one rock dam will not work. The water actually came over these rocks. I'm making a video. Hello, wifey and daughter. And so here you can see the erosion that happened while it was washing away. This is an area where we harvested some soil. We'll see the donkey is going to get a bit more difficult now. He wants to be with his friends. Anyway, okay, so here these are some branches that I left in the river in the past. We removed them later on for the horse track, but they also did catch something. I just placed them in here because I wanted to slow down the water. But here you can see again how much it slowed down the water actually. These are invasive trees, very thorny to work with, but they seem to really do the trick. So we'll have to just get a proper pair of gloves, and then if my hands are full of thorns, I'm going to blame my YouTube viewers because they voted for me to work with the thorns instead of the tires. This is quite a nice thing. Yeah, let me just see how deep I can walk in here. It's a vine that grows up an old dead tree. Maybe a nice native plant to use. Let me see if nice native plant to zoom in on. Okay, that one there is again the blinkblaar waggebekkie, weiterbit tree. It's interesting, we have so many trees that would have been better for that name, the weiterbit tree. That one has got a straight thorn, but so it just stings you. But we've got so many, like this one for instance, it's got a little hook thorn. Let me just hold the camera different. This one's got a little hook thorn, and you walk past it and it grabs you, and you have to sort of detangle yourself and unhook yourself like you're doing. That would have been a much more suitable tree for the name weiterbit tree. Okay, this is tires that washed away. They were filled, washed away from about 200 meters upstream, washed away to here, filled up again, and then settled into the bed. but they were also not tied together. Okay, so this is another example of even higher up on the wall of the banks how much things, debris that tree caught. Come donkey, let's go. Okay, so here you can see as well there was a little bit of living veg on the side, and that caught all of that. So anything that you can basically place in the river will catch debris, and because that happened, you can see how much deeper this then became than that. They sort of washed away when that stayed much higher. Right, so this is just a branch washed down the river, got caught sideways, almost blocking the whole river. This is where it gets thin. It's interesting, here wasn't really a hole before. I don't know what happened here, but it sort of washed away there for some strange reasons. Okay, so this is our bottommost part of the property, or the last water structure, you can almost say. This is a little hide that the children built. They wanted to hunt guinea fowl. That never happened, but they spent days building it anyway. Right, so here is our bottom structure, and the overflow goes through the trees over there, over a little flat area, and then it overflows. So this thing works perfectly. We can maybe just place a couple of rocks at the overflow, but otherwise it works perfectly. As you can see, super clay soil. This is now flood. There is still moisture down there. Like 2 weeks, 3 weeks maybe, 3 weeks after the flood. I don't know. And more branches, more debris. Let's go down quickly. Okay, so this is our bottom gate. This is like our little shortcut under. We use a water culvert to come into drive under the railway to come into the land. We save 3 kilometers driving that way. But anyway, okay, so after the water structure there, yeah, go down to the river. That water that overflowed from that dam entered here. You can see how nice and green it is, filled up this area, and then without any debris and without damaging the fence, left our property. Now if there was any debris in the water at all, it would have been caught here. There's like a little, I don't know if you can see it, let me zoom in more, little cattle or a little dog thing, I don't know, keeping the sheep out, I guess. But like a diamond mesh at the bottom between me and my brother-in-law. Then they have a they don't have a lot of the river left, maybe about 50 meters. Right, so that was a tour on our river. We are having a voting day today, so we'll be putting up, so the deal with the guys are whoever wants to vote, everybody can go off, they'll still get paid, but if they want to work, they get paid double, because I would like to work. So I think only 1 or 2 of the people chose to work today, which is cool. I am not going to vote, simply because all of our political parties are, it feels to me like they are almost exactly the same. There's no difference between either one of them. The current people, even though they are corrupt, they are not against the white people, which is a very soothing thing in Southern Africa for me. They don't use the white people to blame everything on, and they're stable. They don't encourage violence against us like the current South African government is encouraging violence against the white people there. So even if nothing changes, I'm still happy with the country, and they've got 2/3 majority, so they can make laws and do what they want at the moment, and I'm okay with that. I believe that if I spend my time riding on a horse through the river talking to you nice folks, or I spend the rest of my day fixing the pig pen and planning a beaver analog dam and getting materials and so on, then I would make a bigger change in the world than I would do standing the whole day in a line to go and vote for somebody whose name I don't even know. So that is the end of my story. Emmanuel, our mechanic, decided he wants to work today, and so that is what's happening here. we'll be putting up the fence on this post today.